Well, 2 years later, this thing's been sitting pretty much ever since one of those last videos of me doing a donut. Didn't really like that too much. 79 Malibu, Pooh Edition. Pretty clean car. Not a lot of rust in it. Clean for Oklahoma, especially for Oklahoma. But that's pretty much the only rust on the whole thing, and it's really not that bad. It's got sweet patina. One little dinger there. I didn't do it, I swear. Pretty much all stock. Stock grill, headlights, painted a couple things. Definitely no motor yet. Used to have a badass 5.3, flat top pistons, PRC heads. Thing was rowdy. And it got me probably 5,000 miles of constant just clutch kicking and beating the shit out of it. And it finally blew up, which was, understandable. I wasn't nice to it. So then I got this 6-liter that ended up needed pretty much everything. Needs to be completely rebuilt. So I ended up getting a pretty much rebuilt 5.3. Put a small cam in it. Gonna put my clutch on there here pretty soon. Throw it in here. Got T56. I modified the cross member, stock G-body cross member to fit it. Cut the floor out a little bit to raise it up a little bit to get it off the ground. And now it's pretty much, everything's a lot higher than the exhaust. The exhaust is the only thing that hangs kind of low. Dirty Dingo mounts, motor mounts. Got ICT billet, brackets for the power steering and the alternator. There's no idler pulley. It's just a turnbuckle. Keeps it tight. I got a Holley intake for it. I don't think I'm going to use the PRC heads. But I got a set of 862s, and then I think I've got some 317s somewhere. I think they're over there on the bench. Yeah, I got a Holley Terminator X for it. I haven't used that yet. The old motor was running off the stock ECU. It was just tuned. Air motor fuel pressure regulator. It's got a Grand National tank with the baffles and a Walbro 225. It's got a 9-inch 410 gears with a mini spool. I got some adjustable lower control arms for it. I just haven't put them on. It's got a 3-inch drive shaft, aluminum. 3-inch exhaust with the X-Pipe, Spintech 9000s. This thing sounds awesome. One of my other videos of it just idling, I swear I can fall asleep to that video. But like I said, it's been sitting forever. This thing is just filthy. Interior, what interior? It's G-body stuff. It was all broken and beat to hell. Dashboard was completely gone, so I got a Camaro dash, put that in here, and bolted up pretty easy. I just had to modify the bottom, the brace that goes along the bottom of the whole thing. I just had to put 2 tabs on the end to make it bolt to the car, but it bolted in right at the very top up there. Got my wiring, got my Holley, the screen, all this stuff from the Camaro still kind of works. I got a stereo for it. I ended up using a couple of these switches for other things. It's got line lock, 6-speed T56, 3 pedals for life. You know how that goes. That was probably the best thing I ever did to this car. Putting that in there. Camaro seats. Kind of janky gauges. They all work, but they're kind of janky. Still got to put my AFR gauge in there. Got some JDM window cranks. Because the old ones wouldn't clear the dashboard. Got the stock headlight and windshield wiper switch from the G-body to fit in the Camaro light switch bezel. All that stuff works. Horn still works. This thing isn't all sticky like they normally are. Cadillac rearview mirror, no big deal. It does have a frame notch. Oh, you can't really see it that well, but it's got a frame notch. These are 275s, and I've got clearance for days up here, and then I got a lot more in the back. So I plan on getting some bigger tires. It's just got some heated up springs in the back, stock springs in the front. It's got some just some drag whatever shocks on it, those Lakewood dual adjustable whatever things. But they do pretty well. This thing, like I said, when it was running, this thing was rowdy. Just super fun to drive. Can't wait to drive it again. So hopefully here in the next day or two, I'll put this thing in and maybe she'll fire up. Get a video of me putting it in, and hopefully it's first fire up with the new Holley and a kind of stock motor, which is gonna suck, but oh well, it'll run. I can drive it. I can build something else in the meantime. But I'm just tired of it sitting in my garage, taking up space, collecting all the dust. So yeah, hopefully the next day or two, this thing's gonna be running.